back to my channel. Today we're going to be making our modern classic cocktail called the Paper Plane. As far as ingredients go, we're going to be using equal parts. It's going to be 3/4 of an ounce of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce of Aperol, but you could use Campari. The original recipe did in fact call for Campari, but the creator changed his mind. Amaro nonino, again you could also use Amaro Montenegro, and lemon juice. So, let's get started. Now, this cocktail was created in 2007 in a bar called the Violet Room in Chicago, and the guy who invented it, his name is Sam, and his surname keeps slipping my mind. I apologize, Sam, for that. I will put his name somewhere in this vicinity when I edit this. Anyway, so he first created it, I think, with Campari when he was in Chicago, and then when he went to New York and worked at Milk and Honey, decided to use Aperol instead, which I think is probably a good call because sometimes Campari can overtake a drink, and Aperol's definitely not as bitter. In terms of the inspiration for the cocktail, it's based on the Last Word cocktail, which is a super old cocktail consisting of green chartreuse, lime juice, maraschino, and gin, which hopefully we'll be making sometime soon. So he just took the lime, replaced it with lemon, replaced the chartreuse with, well, I mean, I suppose this is kind of sweet. These are both sweet and bitter at the same time, so that kind of hits chartreuse and maraschino, with the sweet from the maraschino and the sweet alcohol kick and bitterness of chartreuse, and then swapped out the gin for bourbon. So that was so simple. We're already done with the ingredients. Let's not do that. You would think I would know by now which order of events to do these things in, but no. Okay, one big boy, one small cube, and then we're just going to pour this in, tap it on. I can smell it already, it smells so good, and we're going to shake it. So make sure it's fully sealed in here. So that was for about 15 seconds. Strain off any excess. And again, we're going to double strain this. So, annoying bit of hair out of the way. Using a fine strainer, a tea strainer. We're going to strain it into a coupe. This cocktail has such a wonderful colour. Not often that I end up with something almost overflowing in my glass, but there's a first for everything, I suppose. Okay, move this out of the way. So for garnish today, what I thought we would try is something different. So I'm going to cut as wide of a swath as I can. I'm going to use a paring knife today instead of my usual peeler. So we'll see how that goes. So we have this, and then I'm going to sort of cut it into this kind of shape. We tried, it's not bad. Then I'm going to cut through the middle, and we're going to place it on the edge of the glass. So make a cut down the center, and then we're going to sort of bend it upwards like this. The song was named after M.I.A.'s song. The cocktail was named, that slit's not quite long enough, let's just make it a bit longer. It was named after M.I.A.'s song. He was listening to it, apparently, as he came up with the idea for this drink. There we go. So, I can't make an aeroplane out of lemon peel, but this is the best I can do. I have had it in a bar once and been served it with like a tiny plastic aeroplane kind of memento attached to the side, which is pretty cool. Oh, that looks so good. The colour contrast, it's really nice to garnish it with lemon because then you kind of get this nice contrast between the bright orange of the drink and the zinginess of the lemon peel too. So, as far as on the nose, we've got the whiskey coming through. There are elements of a whiskey sour on the nose, but something a bit unusual, a slight hint of bitterness. And without further ado, let's give it a try. Cheers. Oh, it is so good. I love this drink. Most bars will be able to make it for you, most sort of more forward-thinking cocktail-y bars, modern cocktail bars. I would say it's definitely a modern classic now. That is delicious. It's very similar to a whiskey sour on the palate in one sense, but then also you've got kind of the slight herbal notes from the nonino. Lots of orange going on as well, which is unusual. Whiskey sour obviously is normally not orangey at all, it's just lemon. Yeah, so it's more complex. It's got a hint of bitter, but not too bitter. I think if you did use Campari, the bitterness would be the overwhelming factor. The Aperol's nice because it just has a hint, and it also lends that beautiful colour to the drink. So yeah, overall I would say another delicious drink. Pretty easy to make, nothing complicated in the method, and simple equal parts. So give it a go and let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit the subscribe and like buttons below, and I will see you next time on Lady in the Drink. Cheers.